LetChuTellit podcast.
All right, we got Siri over here.
Hey, welcome back to Let You Tell It. We got a. I'm gonna fuck if I said
We already got the page.
Welcome back to Let You Tell It. We got a very special episode. We're talking about everybody's favorite rapper. Your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. The man, the myth, the legend himself.
Dial on.
Drizzy Drake.
Go.
We're talking about Drake because he just had an interview with Lil Yachty. And one of the things that stuck out to me in the interview is he's talking about retiring. So, what y'all think about that?
Nah, say that shit you was saying in the chat, man. What you saying?
Yeah,
man.
Now we're gonna put you on the spot.
The chat's private.
Nah, fuck the shit.
What I said in the chat is I said I'm not gonna hate on Drake. I hate on him because y'all love him so much. So I gotta be the counterbalance to some shit.
Okay.
I'm sick of this dude already, man. We just got started.
All right. So
You know what your problem is?
Goddamn hand on my face.
Go ahead, Mark.
So we got a chat. We use the chat to
Utilize
the chat
Yeah.
to formulate ideas for the pod.
It gets heated.
As soon as Drizzy gets brought up, my man's here was very upset.
Tore apart.
Yeah. Let's go over a couple. He's got ghostwriters. He
Hey,
doesn't make his own songs.
I'm gonna do it, Marcus. This wasn't part of the script.
This is the best part of it.
I started off with a question and y'all taking it to the goddamn chat.
All right.
Drizzy's retiring.
Okay.
No, he ain't.
Possibly.
Rappers don't retire. But
Rappers do not retire, and people who actually love what they do.
Is J. Cole retiring?
He says he is.
I hope so.
But I bet he comes back like a year after that. Like, yeah, I got bored, so I started.
Yeah.
I made another mixtape.
Yeah, hopefully they don't ever make another K-pop feature. That shit was ass.
But no, I mean, what y'all think about that? Like, what do you think the game would be like without a Drizzy?
Boring as fuck.
Yeah,
Honestly.
boring as fuck.
It'd be lackluster.
We want to have
Look,
them
man,
summer smashes.
You never know what you got till it's gone. I'm not the biggest Drake fan. I don't think he's the best rapper alive. But I'll be damned if I don't sit here and lie to y'all and say I don't enjoy that man's music. He makes good music. Ghostwriter, I don't give a fuck. I never had him in a top 10 lyrical miracle dude. He's not a lyrical miracle dude.
He got lyrics.
He's got bars. Don't get me wrong, he's
Drake
got
can bar
bars.
some shit up when he wants
But
to.
he's got them
That's
one-liners. He's got them one-liners, man.
That's what I always said too. When Drake is on a tangent, bro, like when he's really speaking about some shit,
If he's pissed off,
you can tell there's no ghostwriters in it, bro. He's just like pissed off, fucking flipping on whoever the fuck made him mad, bro. And that's
Kanye.
That's Drake. Yeah, Kanye.
So I say he could go diss Kanye for a whole album.
Fucking beat Kanye to death, bro.
if Drake drops a track title with the fucking location and the time, get out the way.
Yeah.
Get out the fucking way.
Yeah. Unless it was the one on Her Loss.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I was disappointed.
Hey,
That
I
pissed me
like
off.
what you said, Marcus, where you said they switched the songs.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
it could've
Yeah.
the 21 song and goddamn.
What was the one on there? What was the other
Because
song?
21 was on the
What, Snap
timestamp
On?
song when it should have been Drizzy.
Yeah.
Oh, on the ocean, something on the ocean or something.
Oceanside. Yeah, what's that called?
Yeah, it was like ocean something.
Middle of the ocean or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah, that was actually the
This wasn't part of
Street
Drake
Five.
Five.
Street Time.
Yeah,
That's what it
that was the time. Yeah.
called-
I got a couple of interesting.
Timestamp Drizzy, bro.
We've never look. It's the same thing like you get with the LeBron haters. The same thing with the Drake haters. We've never seen one person do this great for this long. Never, ever. In any genre, it don't matter. Especially rap. What's hot today is whack tomorrow, and he's been here for over a decade. I mean, you don't fucking see that shit. You don't see that shit in any sport. You don't see that shit in any entertainment profession. You don't see that shit in any field. And this man's been on top of the billboards.
All right, so
Hey,
I want you to stand on that shit then.
All right, here we go.
moving
Are
forward.
you willing to call Drake the best rapper alive? Currently.
I've never said that. No.
Or has he been at any point in the last decade?
You say
the best
the best
best
bars?
rapper.
He's
best is best. No, it ain't gotta be best bars, but just
He's been the best rapper.
Does Hov still got air in his lungs?
He's been the best rapper. The last decade, Yes, bro. All around, everything included. Yeah. Who the fuck is topping that nigga, bro?
In the metrics that Drake is dominating.
Like who the
Yes,
fuck
he's the
is
top.
topping him?
But
bro?
what I'm saying is like bar for bar, like. I
So
don't
we're
know.
talking bar. We're talking
Yeah,
straight
if
bar.
we're talking bars or if we're talking like body of work, you know what I'm saying?
Body of
because
work,
his
Drake
body
is-
of work, he's dominating.
killing everybody.
But bar
He's
wise,
got a-
bar wise, there's people that compete with him.
He's got
You
a
see what I'm
body.
saying?
Who
Word.
could-
And then,
That's
and then you
not
go
false.
accolades.
Who
If you go
compete?
accolades, then that's a different question.
Nobody's competing with him.
I don't know all the metrics for the accolades. So I mean, I can't really speak on that shit because like you got to think like, what's the top thing you can possibly get? Is it
Okay,
Grammy?
let's
Is
lay
it
it down.
Grammy the
Yeah,
top?
Let's
that's
lay
what
down
I'm
the
about to
metrics
say.
then.
Yeah, break it down.
We're still talking about Drake, but just best rapper alive.
That's right.
What would you judge that off of?
Past 10 years? Because
Or just in general, if you was
All
gonna
right.
talk about the best rapper alive, what bullet points do they have to hit
well,
to have that title?
if you're mentioning that, can I bring up my shit? Jay-Z versus Lil Wayne
I don't want to.
was a hot topic this week.
I don't want to talk about
It
that.
was a hot topic this week.
Yeah, I saw
It
that
shouldn't
video
have
too.
Oh,
They were
it
saying
shouldn't
that
have
Lil
been.
Wayne's
It
the
was
best.
a hot
Lil Wayne
topic
is the
this
best
week.
rapper. In my
Lil
opinion,
Wayne,
I agree.
Lil Wayne's the best rapper alive.
alive.
And
Facts.
when it comes down to it, it's like he has aspects he lacks in. He
And-
lacks in subject matter for the most part.
There is no
Yeah.
content.
He
It's the same
doesn't-
shit. How many
there-
times you gonna
there
say
is
"Don't
no-
fuck the world"?
There is no content, but you could tell like there's a continuous story. Like the Wheezy F's, like the Wheezy, the F is like it changes every single time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't
Like,
know what the F is for anymore.
He said on
Yeah.
his own podcast, Lil Wayne has a podcast, and he said that he has to Google his lyrics to make sure he don't say the same shit twice.
he's just made so much shit at this point. And then also it's just like how fast he can put out the quality of shit he makes.
And it's not even,
It's
yeah.
insane.
and shit's
Because
watered
of-
down right now, man.
How many?
So it's oversaturated.
no,
for you?
so
And
so he
it's
has
not
albums.
oversaturated. It's just
Oh,
watered down.
we
The lyrics-
get beside the point
the
though.
lyrics
What
aren't
what
as
are
good.
the metrics for best rapper alive? Let's just say rapping ability off top.
Don't
Best rapper alive, you got to have a dope rapping ability. Okay?
Don't talk numbers to me when it comes to being best rapper
let's go.
alive, though.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
let's
can't-
keep, don't
Okay,
talk,
let's say this,
no,
let's
you
say
don't.
this.
Hold on.
Don't
Let
talk
him go.
numbers.
No, let him. Go ahead.
You said don't talk numbers, but
Because Big L is one of the greatest rappers that we've ever heard of, and he don't do the numbers. He didn't do the numbers. You know
well,
what
that
I'm
was
saying?
also in 1990 fucking two.
It don't matter.
Like-
It don't matter. They were still selling music in '92.
They were selling, but it's not
it
the
was a
same.
different era,
It was a
bro.
different
Yeah.
era.
No, it's
bro.
not. It's the same shit. It's the
Hip hop
same.
wasn't
No,
hip
it's
hop
not.
wasn't as big as it is now as it was back.
We're not doing the numbers, man. And
It's vice versa.
okay, hold on. Let me.
Okay, go ahead.
Here,
Go
here's
ahead.
the numbers. All right. There's a story that went out back in like the late '90s, early 2000s, where this country music star by the name of fucking Garth Brooks, before streaming, let me land. Before streaming, his record label bought like 50,000 copies of a CD, and he was number one on the Billboard charts, country music Billboard charts. And this is before streaming. So if they found a way around the numbers game before streaming, what the fuck you think they're doing with these view counts on YouTube? And
I feel you on that. I don't look at streams.
So when that's what I'm saying when we're talking numbers. Don't bring the Billboard shit because that shit is fake. It's a facade. I'm talking when we're talking best rapper. Tell me why he's the best rapper, and don't say because Billboard told you so.
No, that's
Billboard doesn't speak
What
for
was
me.
that Switch Speed songs you sent?
Lil Wayne's new shit.
Lil Wayne's new shit.
It's called Can't.
He's snapping.
He's snapping.
He's snapping on it. Bro.
He
He's just
ain't
putting
lost a
together-
step.
No, it's
Still,
just like
bars on
we've gotten
bars on bars.
used, we got desensitized to how good he is, and
Yeah.
just chopping up the bars, just snapping on a record, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like he does that
I like
at
that.
he does
Yeah.
that at a level that no other rapper basically can do. That's basically in the mainstream. You know what I mean? There could be somebody somewhere like you could argue for like these like snapper rappers or whatever.
Yeah.
He's
But
running.
you can-
He's
but you
running
can
out of
hear-
gas though, man.
You can hear the
milking this shit.
you can
Pregnant bitch
hear-
titties.
All right, man.
Man, if you want to talk about the stupid like club songs that he does, that's funny. Like, I'm talking about like when Lil Wayne
That's a
really-
good one.
like,
That's a bar.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a hit.
Was it?
Lil
Yeah.
Wayne drops hits. Okay.
But to be
is
fair,
that
though,
making the best rapper because they said that it's a hit.
no, I would say, how good are you actually at rapping?
Okay.
Your bars, how you connect them, the versatility, the cadence, how you're connecting all the
Facts.
bars, how
Okay.
you're like transitioning from one part of the song
There's
to
one
the
part.
other.
There's
switching
one
the
big part of
cadence.
that puzzle you're
All that
missing though.
stuff.
Content is king.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Content is king.
Content doesn't have
It
anything
is.
to do.
What the fuck are you rapping
No,
about?
no. Content has nothing to do with rapping ability.
Content. No, it don't have nothing to do with rapping ability.
Yes.
But
Rapping
it
about.
does matter.
It does matter.
what you're rapping about.
That's when you start talking about artists. You see what I'm saying? Like if I sit here and draw, like if I was capable of just drawing the dopest shit, and you're just like, damn, look at this, and it was like, yeah, all I drew was a
turtle.
All I drew was a fucking car or a lion or some shit like that, and you're just like, that was really fucking good. This dude's got a lot of fucking skills.
Like,
But you can see somebody making some abstract shit. And you're just like, yo, this dude's a better artist.
Post-
you see how he put this together?
Yeah.
Yes.
Post-
That's what the content is.
I like that.
Post
I like
mix
that.
and post mixtape Wheezy, I walk away from his music with nothing.
What?
You're crazy.
Post
you're saying-
mixtape.
Well, mixtapes is not really. You're not looking at mixtapes for content.
No, I'm looking at mixtapes.
You
The
just-
mixtape was
you
an
want to
error.
hear just a banger verse.
The droughts, the
Bang.
dedications,
Yeah.
that shit was potent.
No, yeah,
That shit was potent.
but you can't say that.
So when you go from that to Rebirth, that album Rebirth, that
Well,
rock.
I
rock-
don't know.
We're
We're not
not
counting.
Rebirth.
Oh no, we ain't doing that one.
Quarter
All right.
1, 2, 3.
We gotta-
Okay,
gotta
we're getting
know.
off topic though. We're getting off topic. So best rapper. Okay, fuck numbers in. I get you. I get what you're saying about that.
Just like the Billboard shit, you know. What I mean?
Rapping ability,
Yeah.
content.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say
How are you bending the-
longevity.
Wheezy bends words that shouldn't rhyme and makes them rhyme. You know what I'm saying? He's
He
good
does.
at that.
He does. I mean, regardless of whether or not you like Eminem, he's one of the best
He
rappers.
does that shit too.
And
Yeah.
you know, he don't rap with anybody, but he'll get on the track with Wheezy, and Wheezy will right there with him. You know what I'm saying? Right there with him.
Whole lot of words, no meaning. But go ahead. Both of
Okay.
them.
So
Eminem's
based
funny.
off that,
Eminem doesn't.
are we still calling Drake the best
Okay.
rapper? Are we still calling Drake the best rapper?
No.
Based off, okay,
Hell
Hold
no.
up. Drake didn't have nothing to do with this. It was just.
that's where it started at.
It was
'Cause
Jay.
I asked if he.
no, it was Jay-Z.
My topic was Jay-Z and Lil Wayne.
Have y'all heard the What's Free verse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Hov?
Yeah,
That's probably one of the greatest verses in the past 10 years.
that was fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
And that's what I'm talking about, the content. He didn't do the lyrical miracle, bending and folding words, but what he was talking about, it was crazy.
It was dope.
And that's what I mean, like the
That shit was fire.
content's important.
It is.
And I don't get that from a lot of rappers.
He needs more content then.
I actually get more content from Drake than I do Lil Wayne.
All right.
In this moment, not yesterday.
Let's name a couple songs of Lil Wayne's that has content in it though.
Mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mona Lisa. Remember that song
Mona
about
Lisa.
like?
Lisa, that was a good one.
I mean,
That
it
was a whole-
was.
with Kendrick.
whole
It's a little
story.
past his
Yeah.
prime, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, that was a hard. I just went back to that last week.
yeah, Wayne is capable,
He's capable
of doing that.
Yeah, when he wants to.
But you know when he does like Lil Wayne, like the you know how he has like different kind of like names for different kind of like versions of himself.
Mhm.
When he's at like Lil Wayne, he's like the alien or
The Martian.
the Martian or whatever. You know how he just like snaps, like how he does that like snap thing.
I mean, he snapped on that shit.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
like
that's-
remember that one? It was like remember when he was kind of like real like druggy and shit. What was the album
I
where,
feel like
where he was
dying.
like
I
where
feel
he
like
had
dying,
he was
yeah.
like the
I feel like
picture and he
dying.
just was like this and it was like a white
Yeah,
background.
but
Yeah. So like think of that Wayne. That was a whole nother version too. Like you could see like all these different phases and shit that he's went through.
yeah, he's growing, he's getting older. I mean,
Yeah.
he's
But what I'm saying is like I feel like overall like that body of work of that level of rapping with that kind of level of creativity on his wordplay and how he's putting everything together. Like I still feel like that plethora of work compared to Jay-Z's, I find Lil Wayne's more impressive.
Yeah, facts.
And I feel like Jay-Z kind of has like he's kind of a one-trick pony when it really comes to rapping. Like he has a couple of different cadences. He's got a couple of different ways where he like connects his lines together and shit. But it's still kind of like the same thing.
Nah, hey,
facts.
fuck that.
It's facts.
Fuck, that's not facts,
Nah,
bro.
that's
Jay
facts.
Z's double
That's facts.
entendres are damn near unmatched.
you don't even get
No.
them. You don't even get them. You gotta play. You gotta.
I get 'em.
you gotta
I mean,
go
that
back.
shit'll
You gotta
go over
back.
your
You
head.
gotta-
No, I get him.
Yeah,
I get him. I'm talking about.
I know you
about
get 'em.
rapping.
I know.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
rapping though.
He does the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
rapping
When he
style
raps, he
with the
kinda got-
same entendres.
Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of
I
like
think
he's got
Jay-Z shit is for grown motherfucking folks, man.
And
It's
also,
not for that.
Jay-Z
It's not for people that's
Jay-Z's more
popping
laid back.
Xanaxes and shit, man. It's for people that's trying to grow and be a better person
And that doesn't-
tomorrow than they was today.
I just kind of feel like this is Jay-Z
It's-
was a producer. He uses like the same hi-hat pattern.
Hey,
over
you
and
can
over.
say-
or he uses the same drum pattern over and over.
How many times are we
Or
gonna
he
hear
uses the
Wheezy?
same sound.
How
over
many
and over.
F's can Wheezy fucking be?
Shit, bro.
It's the same shit too. It's the same shit, man.
The F is for fuck ya.
Where's Wheezy F baby and the F is for fuck.
Father.
I know. Front door.
What he saying with a P, bro?
How many times you gonna fuck? How many? Fuck the world. How many times you gonna fuck the world, man?
I just think you need to just tune down the
Right,
Jay-Z
been fucking
bias
the world,
just a
bro.
tad, and let's
No.
have a real conversation.
Because honestly, if
No.
I'm looking at Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, I've heard from Lil Wayne's mouth himself that like he got a lot of his sauce from Jay-Z. And
I
the
never-
whole not rap.
His
not,
favorite
the whole
rapper
not
is
writing
Jay-Z.
shit.
that doesn't mean nothing though, because
it means
everybody's
everything.
going to have something.
It
Everybody's
means
going
he's
to take
gonna
something
top.
from
He's trying to
the
top.
previous.
I mean, we wouldn't have a Dwayne Carter if there wasn't a Sean Carter.
We're not going to
No,
have.
That's not true because he
hey,
still would have been born.
no.
But you get what I'm saying though.
I don't know.
Listen, man, that's the way it always is.
Look,
like
look,
the new,
if
the new
Wayne-
grows from the old, and that's in everything.
That's
like,
if-
it doesn't.
If
you can't
Wayne
do
took a
that.
page from
Wayne is
Jay-Z,
a better,
he
more
would get
over-
fucked by Birdman right now.
That has nothing to do with rap, Josh.
I'm-
Don't try to sit here and say like
Man,
his career.
I'm just saying. I'm throwing it in there. I'm
Oh,
throwing
yeah,
it in
he-
there.
But we're
would've
still
completely
talking about
fair.
best rapper shit, right? Best rapper alive.
All right, well, hold on, pause. Josh did make a good point. Lil Wayne got basically shut out of the industry for what, like 3 years? Was it about 3 years? Like when that, you remember all that shit that happened with Baby and stuff, where he couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he couldn't release.
So
music.
think about how much
Yeah.
shit he would have came out with, because like I feel like when he came back out, it was
If it was
like,
in- if it was anything like Rebirth, he could have held that.
Mark,
He
I
could have
like
kept that.
I like that.
when he came
I
back
like
out.
You cooking
No,
something.
when he came back out,
Yeah.
he had it was like
Put some salt.
it was like we heard
Put some
like a
seasoning.
Lil Wayne, and we didn't hear like any transitioning points to where he was at then.
Yeah.
Like he almost sounded like different. You're like, damn, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
It
we
was
never
all-
never got the gradual progression of it, and then we were
Yeah.
just like 3-year hiatus, bam, some
If
new
this-
Lil Wayne,
If
Yeah.
any,
and it kind of
if,
threw people off.
if any of that
Yeah,
music
that's
that Birdman
cool.
was
Yeah, I
holding
get that.
on
I
to,
like
if
that.
any of that music was that Birdman was holding on to was anything like Rebirth, Birdman, I personally appreciate you.
Rebirth.
I thank you.
Wait,
Rebirth.
Yeah,
that
Rebirth.
was way.
that was the Rock album, right?
Yeah, anything like
Aw,
that.
man,
If
yeah.
any-
You can't count that one.
Nah. Lil Wayne's best album isn't better than Jay-Z's worst album, and I stand on that firmly.
No.
Wait, say that one more time.
I'll walk out.
Lil Wayne's best album, in my opinion, is Carter 2, isn't better than Jay-Z's worst album, which by
Hold on.
popularity would be Kingdom Come.
Mm.
By popularity.
This
I
is
love
a
that.
Jay-Z fan.
I love
I,
Kingdom Come.
I loved Kingdom Come, bro. I fucked with
I
Kingdom
kind of
Come.
felt like those that came out
that's-
around the same time as the Black
Like
Album.
The only credit that I'm gonna give you, the only bone that I'm gonna give you is
I don't
Lil
need a
Wayne. Lil Wayne took that song from Kingdom Come, that Wave, that song Wave, and killed that shit. He made that better song than Jay-Z did.
Okay.
Show me what you got, Lil Mama. That shit was hard.
Lil Wayne.
Jay-Z was
Wait,
mad.
Lil Wayne killed that
Jay-Z
shit.
was mad.
Nah,
about it.
Jay-Z called him.
was mad.
He was, but he called him and
He
said, "I
was
see
mad.
you. I see you."
Yeah,
Okay.
nigga. He was cooking this shit.
He was cooking that shit.
So
up.
you're gonna say you're saying that Jay-Z bests Lil Wayne all time.
Yeah, it's
What
not.
do
It's
you-
not.
who
It shouldn't
do
even be
you
a
got?
conversation, dog.
Best
This is a
rapper
conversation.
It
alive
shouldn't
all
be.
time. Lil Wayne.
The what? Best rapper of all time?
Yeah,
Best rapper
You're 3-1
Best
right
rapper
now.
alive all time.
Hey,
Currently.
in the
I-
comments, what you got?
I stand alone.
Post what
Who
you
y'all
got.
think,
You know
who y'all
You know
think
what?
is the best
Nah,
rapper alive
No,
of all time?
I'm hitting up my guy Freddie, man. We're gonna
you
jump y'all
didn't-
motherfuckers.
You didn't ask me.
Hey, get Freddie on the phone.
Yeah. ask me.
Get Freddie on
You
the
said Lil
phone.
Wayne.
You didn't ask me, but
You
it's
said Lil Wayne.
goddamn Lil Wayne.
It's
Nigga,
gotta
what do
be.
you mean?
Yeah, we
It's
heard you
gotta
say
be,
that.
bro.
I call Fred.
Nah, he
nigga,
gonna fuck
shit.
you up.
Nah.
I call Slime, bro.
So
So I feel like when people put Jay-Z in the conversation, I know you're not doing it, but when most people do it, it's like they're adding on his business shit.
Yeah.
Like why he's the best rapper, but
That-
we're
yeah,
talking about
that's not what we're talking about.
rapping.
Yeah.
Best rapper.
we didn't say
All
best
time.
business,
Yeah.
best rapper
Best
going
Look,
business.
man, look.
best rapper going actor. No, that's
Who
Do
got
y'all,
the most-
do y'all even listen to music, or do you just skim through it?
I just
You
think
gonna quote a bar on me right now?
there's two there's two types
It's
of
a
rap.
bar. It's a bar. From
Oh,
Jay-Z.
okay. There's just two
It's a
types
play.
of rap fans: there's Jay-Z fans and other.
What,
You
is
feel
this
me?
like
yeah, because like you
is
can't.
this LeBron and
Hey, that's what Wayne said on that Show Me What You
Kobe
Got.
and Jordan or
He said,
some
"I
shit?
must be LeBron James if he's Jordan."
Yeah,
No,
I would say Lil Wayne's Jordan and Jay-Z's LeBron. Like Jay-Z's kind of can keep this like level.
Bro, what are you
consistent.
smoking, man?
And then Lil Wayne, I think Lil Wayne like at his peak
They're
is
talking
better
about
than
by
Jay-Z at
age,
his
bro.
peak.
They're talking about Jay. They're talking. The reference comes from the age. Jordan was there before. That's what.
I know. That's why he said it. But like, if we actually try to make like accurate comparisons, analogies.
No, because LeBron's got the most points in the game, and Lil Wayne's got a lot more material.
Lil Wayne's absolute peak. I don't think any other rapper has had as high as a peak as Lil Wayne had in that specific moment. Like, I don't think there was ever a point where everybody's just like, "Oh my God, Jay-Z's, he's the fucking shit. Oh my God."
It was never.
Like,
no.
Everybody was like,
Stop. Hold up. You said anybody, and you're wrong. Because Drake's peak is higher than Lil Wayne's.
I don't think there was ever a point where somebody was like just listening to Drake and they're just like, this peak is so fucking high.
And also
Drake's peak is higher than
not even a
Jay-Z.
peak, but a run, bro.
The pinnacle and the magnitude of his career was very high at one point. Like when you think of Drake, you're just like, God, man, Drake is just killing the game. But nobody was just like, Drake is just like rapping at this level where you're just like, oh my fucking God, like nobody can compete. Don't put nobody on the track with Drake.
You say
because it's a rap.
Okay, all right. Here, I got a question. Let me ask you a question.
Let me land. There was a point, and we can all contest to this. There was a point when Lil Wayne was on a track. Don't go after him.
Yeah, just
don't go after him. Bro.
Don't even fucking.
Now there was a part where people were praying that Lil Wayne that their song instrumental didn't show up on a Wheezy mixtape.
Because Lil Wayne was killing everybody.
He hit
bar
that
for bar, song for song, everything.
Jones,
he flicked that lighter of "Sky's the Limit."
Yes, you know it.
I know what you're talking about.
So now just admit it and say
because it's not fucking true. And let me ask you a question. Wheezy drops an album right now. Jay-Z drops an album right now. Which one are you listening to first? And don't lie to me.
I'm gonna keep it a bean.
Yeah,
I'm listening to Lil Wayne.
Today.
I'm listening
right
to
now.
Lil Wayne.
I'm gonna listen to both of them.
I'm gonna listen to both of them.
Fucking trash.
No, I'll listen to the Jay-Z one. I'll listen to the Jay-Z one first.
Grain opening, grain closing, man. Fuck this.
I will listen to the Jay-Z one first.
I'm gonna listen to both of them, but I'm gonna listen to Lil Wayne first.
For sure.
And learn what?
Learn? I mean, no, he ain't gonna teach me nothing, but I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna learn what the F is for again.
Ain't that what you
For
said,
the
Mark?
20th.
Hold up. Hey, Mark, ain't that what you said? We're listening to albums to learn?
No, I'm not listening to a damn album for my mental health.
Now y'all sound.
I'm more interested. No, it's not even to learn. I'm more interested in what Hope has to say in 2023 than Lil Wayne in 2023.
All right.
I agree with that.
You sound
That's
like
it.
me now about Kendrick.
I agree
That's it. And not learn, but I'm more interested in hearing what Hope has to say.
Because okay. All right, let's put a cap on this. This conversation's going on for a minute.
Can I say?
They're gonna keep going too. Y'all piss me off.
I just want to hear a nigga rap.
Yeah.
Just want to hear a nigga rap.
I just want to hear my nigga rap.
All right. So, basically, Drake's not the best rapper then, because that was the question at the beginning.
This is a good segue.
It was a good segue.
No. This is a good segue.
That was the original question. So
where did Drake come from?
At first, he came from Lil Wayne, but first y'all did start to say that he is the best rapper, and then we got into really Lil Wayne is. Like,
No.
Yeah.
Did we not?
No, man. Don't put words in our mouths.
If one thing that we've ever taken from Lil Wayne,
I said is
the
Drake
best rapper.
Is Drake the best rapper alive?
Yeah.
Not best rapper.
No. No, he's the best. Right. He's the
Okay.
best active.
You said
like
decade,
active right now.
Active. He's the best. Okay.
The best in the past 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the best rapper overall for the last, or
since
just
the 2000s.
Since the 2000s, who can still hold that title? Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne.
Jay-Z, according to Josh.
I'll tell you one thing. The one thing I'll give credit to Wayne, and now y'all making me sound like a Wayne hater, and I'm not. He was on my top 5 list.
I know. Yeah.
One thing that you'll never see from Lil Wayne is the best rapper alive at the time. The best rapper alive. Go out and find the biggest rapper of all time, and then go find the biggest female rapper on the same camp.
Does that
that's
matter?
Unheard of.
Does that matter?
That's unheard of.
It don't matter.
I think it contributed to his run though, because it was like
it don't matter.
Carter 1.
That's under his wing. What you mean it don't matter?
Carter 1, Carter 2, and then Carter 3 was a Young Money era, and then you get Drake and
Carter
Nicki
3,
along with that package.
I got a conversation.
And it's like a package deal almost.
Carter
No,
3.
I mean like Wayne was
wasn't
very obviously passing the torch to Drake.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like he kind of was like, hey, I'm going to give you a boost.
Do y'all
and
know?
then I'm going to skate
you know
to
what,
the sunset, right?
Carter 3 is overrated.
You know what tape he passed the torch to him?
Said what?
You know what tape he passed the torch to Drake?
Tiger.
Podcast over.
Lil Chuck.
What was that one? Uptown.
When Drake.
Uptown.
Yeah. You know what
Uptown.
that tape was? The Carter meets. the Carter meets the Cartel 2.
That shit was hard.
And have you heard the Carter meets Cartel 1?
Hey, look, okay, this is a whole nother pod in itself.
Yeah,
Mixtape Wheezy. Hey, next time,
I didn't do the science.
next time we're gonna go in on Lil Wayne. We'll talk about mixtape era Wayne jumping on everybody's track.
It's art. Just before we get off, is it fair to say that Lil Wayne's mixtape body of work is more impressive than Jay-Z's album's bodies of work?
Impressive?
Damn,
impressive?
Yeah.
We're not even talking about the Carters.
I say yes.
No, don't even bring the Carters up.
I say
don't
yes,
even bring
off.
up the features.
Y'all, we're going to be biased here because look, let's be honest, we're all about the same age, right? Hold on, stop. Let me land. We're all about the same age, so we all was outside kicking it, doing our thing in high school when the droughts and the dedications was on fire, right? Mm-hmm. But we wasn't really outside when Big Pimpin' was Big Pimpin'. We wasn't really out. No, you wasn't. You was 11.
Banging that shit.
I was.
I'm talking. No, y'all don't. The definition about. So I'm talking about in the club.
I wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Kid,
so we really didn't know what that felt like. Like being outside is a little different. So we're coming from a bias of we was outside for one era, wasn't outside from another era. So it's kind of biased.
All right. On a serious note though.
Bro,
Think about where we're at now.
He's trying to move the goal.
No, let's say
I'm
post.
just saying that there's a age difference.
Let's say post 2000. Jay-Z's best body of work is all post 2000, correct? When it was all said and done, if he died right now, and then
Blueprint, Black Album.
So all his best shit is still
we've,
during the same era
our
of
time.
It's not
during our time.
No, it's not. No, it's
To
not.
me,
It's
get like reasonable
no, it's
doubt.
not. The Blueprint, his best album, my favorite album, was dropped on the same day 9/11. The towers were still standing when the album dropped. No, it's not the same era.
What song? What album are you talking
The
about?
Blueprint.
2001.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know all.
2001.
I don't know all.
Yeah,
the,
it
was September 11, 2001. It's not the same as.
That's what he
That's
said.
not the same.
During the millennium.
It's not this. It's not the same time frame. We're talking about 2001 when the towers were still standing to 2008 when we was graduating. That's a long time. That's 7 years, y'all. That's not the same time frame. That's not. Get Richard
graduate.
Get
08?
09.
09?
All right.
That's crazy. Somebody graduated.
Hold on. Get Rich or Die Trying is not in the same time frame as as a Millie.
Also, there was a time when I couldn't.
Lloyd Banks G-Unit wasn't hot as fish grease in 2008. G-Unit wasn't hot as fish grease in 2008, 2009.
Okay.
Stop.
Ask Marcus. It was.
Marcus don't even know what year it is right now.
All right.
He thought Eminem show came out in '94.
Let's top this off. Lil Wayne's the best rapper alive.
Yeah. Josh. No. Let's just go like that. Josh thinks Jay-Z's albums are a more impressive body of work
don't
than
put
Lil
a
Wayne's
narrative.
mixtape body of work.
Don't do a narrative.
Okay, I think that's where we can draw.
I think. Hold on.
What do y'all think? Post in the comments.
As long as Jay-Z has air in his lungs, he's the best rapper alive. Period.
Okay.
Wow.
On a broader scale, I think I'm at the point now where I just want to and I feel like maybe we talked about this the other day, but I feel like I'm kind of introducing the concept in my mind of a graceful exit. I'm not ready now, but to gracefully continue making projects that are extremely interesting and hopefully cherished by people, and then to find the right time to say I can't wait to see what the next generation does. I'll still be around to work with people or do a show here or there, but I'm not going to force myself to compete. I would love to just see what the next generation does.
What did you gather from the interview, from Yachty's interview with Drake?
So
that's the main focal point of that interview.
Drake had an interview with Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
And they talked about a multitude of things. The main thing was
I don't like multitude.
Drake. You don't like that word? I like the word multitude. They talked about a lot of things. But the main thing that really, Drake said he's retiring, and
he said he is considering a graceful exit.
You're right.
That was his exact
He said he's
word.
considering it.
A graceful exit.
He's not going nowhere, y'all.
I mean, that's what he's saying, though. He might be getting bored with it, man. Hit after hit. I mean, who knows? Maybe he wants to right off into the sunset, leave on top.
He might not be dropping an album every single year like
I mean,
he's
he
been doing.
might do it, goddamn, like maybe fucking 5 or 10 years from now.
He might just come
So
back.
imagine
when
he drops.
he's at a comfortable place when he feels like there's no fucking competition left. Bro.
He don't come back with one of the
It's just
K-pop
like
dudes.
He's done it all.
He's riding off.
He's covered every lane. He's got.
and then
Hey,
he'll come back.
Drake got a song. I don't know if everybody's heard it, but he's got a song where he sings or raps in Spanish with
Yeah.
a famous Spanish singer.
Are you talking about
yeah,
that
Bad
No,
Bunny?
overseas?
no, it's not Bad Bunny. It's not. He got a song with Bad Bunny though.
Yeah,
Yeah, actually, that is one of them. That is one of them. He does speak
You're
Spanish.
talking about
in
that
one.
album. Everybody
There's
was like,
a
what the fuck is this?
no. There's
That
another
album?
one. My
There's
girl
another
put
one?
me onto it.
Oh shit. Yeah. See, I mean that's the whole point, man. I look at it like this: if Drake basically drops one more album that's like just as good as like everything else, and then he just backs out and says I'm retiring.
Goes out on a high.
All right.
He's going to goat himself.
That's
like,
good.
He's going to look at it. People are going to look at it like.
Has he not done that
he's
already?
goat. No, but what I'm saying is like you don't know what you have until it's gone. So
Yeah.
like once Drake does that, he drops the album, and then he exits. Everybody's going to be like, oh shit, no more
You
Drizzy.
don't
Oh,
notice,
he's
yeah.
a goat. Oh,
It's going to be a gap in the game after Drake's gone.
Drake drops an album every single year, and he don't have to.
He's basically going to. He's
What
basically
is,
going to retire
can I
undefeated.
get into some shit?
Yeah,
It's like
more
a
or
fighter
less.
song.
Can I get into some shit? I know you don't want to hear this goddamn shit, but
I swear to God.
compared
if you bring
to
up Kendrick,
Oh my
There ain't no compare.
if he
You
leaves,
can't compare Drake.
Hold
to
on,
Kendrick.
hold on. Kendrick left 5 years. You see what he did when he came back.
but motherfuckers was still waiting on it.
What would Drake do if he left for 5 years and came back?
I think it'd be
He-
over.
Good or bad?
I think it's over, man.
If he
you
left
think
it,
it's over?
I think it's over if he leaves that long.
What?
Because like the thing about
No.
Drake, the
Nah.
thing about Drake is
Nah.
that like, you're kind of like
he's
No.
cemented.
No.
He's cemented.
No.
He's not Mace.
what I'm gonna say is it's not gonna hit the same if he's gone that long, because like the
No.
sound's gonna change.
It's also-
it's gonna be
Drake kinda
it
stays-
It might be crazy.
No.
Drake stays kind of like stays current. He's just staying current. If he's
Yeah,
out the
yeah,
game that
yeah.
long, he might try to come back and then
You
like
think
his
motherfuckers
formula
is not
formula
gonna-
that he has set up to where like he's right on top of the current kind of stuff, almost like Swagger Jack and
Yeah, but you're talking like
He's
as
gonna
if
try to come back.
If he takes out all 5 years, that he's not going to be up to date with what's going on in hip hop
And
culture.
drops.
He's
I'm
going
just
to
saying
be.
if he's out of it that long and then he tries to come back and then tries to do the same shit again, it might not work.
The
Man.
same shit again.
The
but
problem-
The same
something new.
formula that he does.
The formula is look honestly. The formula is 40, and 40 health wise isn't in the greatest shape. To say it the nicest way I can think of, obviously, but I think the whole thing. This is my take. I think the whole thing might be based around what am I going to do after 40 can't do this anymore. Because 40 at some point soon he's not going to be able to do this anymore, and 40 is really the unspoken underlying greatness of Drake.
Yeah.
He's really
He creates that
responsible for a lot of
He
his
creates
career,
that-
if
he-
not.
Whatever that is, like the aesthetic of all Drake's music,
His beats, his
40
mixing
creates that shit. He creates the vibe, the
Mhm.
sound, the aesthetic, all that shit.
on a private jet somewhere, in a comfy, cozy seat.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Studio in the crib.
That's a
Yeah.
whole different topic.
Yeah.
But did you ever see the video of 40 talking about his studio?
Mhm.
How he has it set up?
I'll
You gotta
check
watch
it
You
out.
gotta
I'll
watch
check
that
it
shit.
out.
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
Post a link in the description.
I'll post a link in the description.
But the thing is,
if,
man-
if you're interested in producer shit, yeah.
It'd be like
40's a
Hey,
genius.
can I speak on something though?
Yeah.
All right. So the main thing that I found the most interesting in that Lil Yachty video or the interview
Mhm.
with Lil Yachty was when he said like what
that
were
wasn't
some
a
of the
fucking
things.
interview, man.
Yeah, I mean you know what I'm saying.
I know what
It
you're
was
saying.
though.
But
No, it
he
wasn't.
was basically he said something to him. And he was like, oh, like what do you think? What's something that really gets under your skin that people say that isn't true? And he was kind of like, and he was kind of like fumbling around. And Lil Yachty's like the ghostwriter thing.
Mm-hmm,
And then Drake was like, man, like
he tap danced around that shit.
no, but the way he said it was like he almost kind of like looked at Lil Yachty like, bruh, you really think I got a ghostwriter, man? Like you've been in the studio with me, like he
Also,
was like,
yeah,
really.
yeah.
And then like the way he did that was almost kind of like, bro, I ain't got no fucking ghostwriter. You know that shit. Why you even bring it up?
Drake knew them questions
Because I mean,
before
he
they
didn't
came,
want
bro.
it. Like, what the fuck does Drake look like saying, "I don't got no fucking ghostwriter"? Like,
There's
that's
also
a
a
clip.
point where,
that's a clip that he's going to get hit on.
Drake knew them questions. Him and Yachty are homies. He knew all them questions that was coming. Y'all forget Drake was an actor before he was a rapper. All that shit was pre-production
Okay.
shit.
So
I mean,
Drake,
something's going on with Drake though, because Drake's never done a lot of interviews at all.
He doesn't do it. He doesn't
But
have
recently,
to.
recently, this past
He's never-
3 or 5 months, he's been doing like these little random online things. Cause he had it's not an interview, but it's like him on the camera with like somebody that he's cool with, and they're just kind of
He
shooting the shit.
usually
And
done
they
that.
will ask him questions about shit. You know what I
He
mean?
usually done that.
He's not
right-
doing your typical interview.
He usually done that right before he drops a big ass album.
Something. So he's cooking something. Man.
He did.
He's
that
cooking something right now?
before he drops a big ass album.
And that's the thing. He's
He
one of the
does that
few
shit.
artists that really don't have to show his face to drop an album. There's only a small handful of artists, just maybe 5 or less. You can only count them on one hand that can drop an album with no press.
Just call him by name. 'Cause
Even outside of hip hop, Beyonce's one. What? She's done it before.
Bruh, I don't want to get into Beyonce. I mean, I know Beyonce.
Am I wrong? Am I
No,
wrong?
damn it.
no.
Okay,
I don't want to
then,
get
okay.
into it.
So why y'all looking
Yeah.
at me like I'm funny?
All right, Beyonce. Who else?
Yeah, Beyonce.
Beyonce, Jay-Z, Cole, Kendrick, Drake.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, does Drake have a ghostwriter? What do y'all say?
I don't give a fuck if he does or not. That shit's still banging more than Kendrick's Mr.
Man,
Mid.
come on.
All
Answer
right,
the question.
all right.
That's
And no,
that question
it
don't have to be
matter.
answered.
Yes, it does. Do
No, it
you
don't.
think Drake?
Hold
has a-
on.
It doesn't
Hold on,
matter.
Do I
hold on.
think,
I'll
bruh?
I'll answer. What's the question?
Does Drake
does
have a ghostwriter?
No.
There you go.
What do you say, Damon?
You
Did
go
he-
to yes
did
or
he-
no answers.
Yeah. Yes or no?
What kind of? Have we not been like watching history for the past?
No.
Does he have a ghostwriter?
Yes or no?
Drake-
It's a hot topic.
Drake calls
It's
in
not a hot
Drake.
topic. This
Drake.
shit was.
I'm not saying Drake. Okay,
Hold on.
let's
yeah,
get to the
that's what
bottom
I'm
of
saying.
it. Drake.
No,
Drake.
yes-
Drake
yes or
can't
no?
write. Drake's. It's not like Drake needs a ghostwriter.
He
Has
don't.
he had ghostwriters? Yes.
Yes.
That's a fact.
Yes.
It's been proven.
Yes.
Meek
So
Mill
that-
broke
that's-
the news about this shit
Yes.
10 years ago.
But
It's
does
not a
he
hot
have
topic.
a ghostwriter? No.
The-
Will you answer the
no,
question, man?
he has ghostwriters.
It's n-
Take
I,
a stance,
I think what the
Nah,
question.
stop
I think what
Take
the
a
question
stance.
should have been.
No, I don't.
Mark, yeah, I know.
What the question should have been: does Drake need ghostwriters?
No.
No, he
All right,
doesn't.
fair enough.
No. I
So
don't
Josh
think
is basically just answering Drake
No.
doesn't need one.
He don't need
He don't.
ghostwriters,
Do
but
you
he
guys-
has them.
Okay.
Drake
Yeah,
is
you agree
Drake
with
is going to
that? I
deliver
agree.
you.
I agree.
Point blank, Drake is going to deliver you the best product that he possibly can, and if that
With
requires
or
if that
without-
requires
with
bringing
or
in
without.
writers to fucking give you the best bridge or a fucking hook,
But
he's going to
can
do
I-
that.
To your question, does he have ghostwriters? Do I think so? No.
Yes.
If he did, would it
You
surprise
can
me?
look it up right
No.
now.
He
Get
does.
on his last album and look up the credits. You're gonna
Look,
see
hold
you're
on.
gonna see 20 different writers on
Yeah,
there.
keep it a bean. No, not 20. Nah, you might see
I'm too busy bumping
one or
that
two
All right.
that helped him build a bridge. But like I said, goddamn, the best fucking Drake you ever heard is Drake straight writing.
Yeah.
Like fucking 5 a.m.
Is it though?
I feel like you can tell
5 a.m.
too.
Yeah.
5 a.m.
Yeah,
journal,
that shit.
Like,
That
you
type
want
of shit.
timestamp?
You can
That's
tell when
Drake.
Drake's cooking.
That's
7
Drake.
p.m.
You
or
can tell-
7 a.m. in a bridal.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that shit.
You can tell when
That's
Drake's
Drake.
cooking his own shit.
Yeah, you know, I feel like obviously like what was it? Up on a Tuesday.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
go
Like,
hold up.
Yeah, like like
On
songs like that.
Tuesday.
Tootsie Slide.
That
all those-
that was that
Hotline
was,
Bling. Like what I'm saying is
Marcus-
those are like
You're taking my takes.
those are like products that Drake is kind of like the face of some sort of like industry product that they're providing to people.
Tootsie Slide was the worst shit he's
and he
ever
does
put
it.
out, man.
Tootsie
The
Slide.
Tuesday
honestly,
song? Oh no, Tootsie Slide.
He was chasing that dance challenge shit, man. He didn't have
He-
to do
you
that
said-
shit.
you said
Right
he-
foot up, left foot
But
side.
that's
That was
he
a-
didn't have to, but that's
that was a try hard.
Can,
That was
can
a
I
trial,
say
yeah,
this?
yeah,
Can
it
I say
was.
this? And y'all
No.
agree or disagree?
No.
Drake is that type of artist where he's going to try to cover all lanes,
All bases,
whether
yeah.
you like it or not. Just like with the last, honestly, never mind. It's a dance album. It's like it's not really rap, hip hop shit. But
That
it's
Jimmy
like,
Cooks was
but
it, though.
but if you was in fucking Dubai or something in the club and that's just banging, you're gonna be like, it's just a vibe right now.
Okay. So do you guys think that like Mob Ties was him or Mob
I've never
Ties?
been to Dubai. None of us
No.
have.
So the song
Yeah,
Mob Ties.
I'm just
Mob
imagining.
Do you think that was him, or do
Yeah,
you think
it
that
was
was?
him.
Or
Yeah, that was him.
Ghostwriter?
That was
That was
him.
him.
Drake was mad in that song.
That's what I said.
All right,
Yeah,
name
pissed
a
off.
Yeah,
name a
he's pissed
song.
off.
Name a song that most people wouldn't think
You
it
know
was.
what Mob Ties is?
Yeah.
What's he talking about?
Prince.
Kanye.
I mean, that's your realm, bro.
He's talking about Kanye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just
Pulling up
good.
at Kanye's-
All them niggas really. It's kind of a
He's
if
talking
the
about
shoe
pulling-
fits.
He's
song.
he's
Sick
talking
of you
about
niggas.
pulling. He's talking about.
I had some help.
Nah, he's
Get rid
talking.
of these niggas.
Nigga, he's talking about pulling up at Kanye's crib.
Yeah, he talking about.
Nah,
Yeah,
he did it on sicko mode.
Yeah.
Buster right, he had him shook. Kanye was in the house. I'm on the right.
Yeah. So what's a song you guys think he had a ghostwriter for that not obvious?
Yeah,
obvious.
the obvious ones was the ones where
Hotline
What's,
Bling.
what's something that's not obvious? that you
Hotline
think was-
Bling. I don't see him
I
just
can
sitting
see
down
that.
like just
That's
cooking
obvious. Hotline Bling's an obvious pick.
No, obvious is to me is like Quentin Miller.
the ones that we know. The ones that we
Yeah.
know. But I can see the hotline. But there's some other ones out
Look,
there.
when we say Hotline Bling,
This is
he
good.
had a
Tootsie Slide. He didn't sit in the studio talking about.
left foot. Yeah.
Hold
It's
up.
that sounds like some shit like when
Facts.
when
You
somebody
know what I'm saying?
You think that was like? You think that was like a there was like a meeting or something like that? Like we need like a dance song. Like we need something for TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, they
that was the
definitely-
label.
they
That was
definitely
the
got memes
label.
and shit, yeah.
That was the label.
But
Yeah.
like this is what I'm saying though. It's like in that kind of situation, they're kind of like we already kind of got an idea and stuff. Like let's run this by you and shit. And he'd be like, I could do that. So like I could see that kind of scenario. What I'm saying to you guys,
Lucien Grange made a
it's-
phone call
it's
and got
what's a-
Tootsie Slide.
what's a song that could potentially have been a ghost written song for Drake that people wouldn't think is? That's what I'm saying. Like
That's a
Hotline
good
Bling
question.
is obvious.
Right.
What is a song that you think would be
The radio smashes could be obvious.
Not obvious.
It's hard telling.
It's all
You know what I mean? Hey, if
It's
you got
really hard
one,
to tell.
hey, go in the comments and post a
Yeah.
song. If you say you got one, shit.
Somebody be like all of them. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
everything.
Yeah, right.
So, where do you guys put Drake all time?
It depends what all time, like rapper or all time entertainer. Because I have a hard time putting him all time rapper because he's not the greatest rapper. He does have his bars though. He does have his moments. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, let's say like the best AI ever.
So
created.
you got
The best AI.
the best AI ever created. Rank Drake. Where do you think it would be?
Drake's
Like,
gonna
the-
be on
the
a-
smartest computer of all time that calculated everything. Where's he at?
Drake's gonna be on a higher on everybody's list, mine included.
he
once
might
he's
be,
gone.
bruh.
He's gotta
if
be
it's
on
an
the list,
AI,
period.
bruh. Nigga, you said AI.
Yeah, artificial
Doing it.
intelligence.
Allen
computer.
Iverson.
He might be
that
number
calculated
one.
it. Yeah.
Keep it a beam. Dead ass,
Yeah.
bro.
Gotta be.
If a fucking AI technology doing this shit,
But
nigga,
see, man,
he might be ranked number one.
you know when like people do
Dead
stuff.
ass.
You know when people do stuff and it just doesn't work, and they just keep like trying to do what they think is best, and it just doesn't really connect with everyone else.
Mhm.
Like I feel like somebody like that is like someone like Pusha T, and he's
hey,
like I write
hey,
my. I know
hey,
that's your boy, but
hey.
he's like I write my own shit, my penmanship, my everything. I write my own shit and this and that. Da, da, da. When it's all said and done, it's really this
deserves
is
more than a press run.
Okay.
Just that bar.
this is a game where you count the victories and the losses, right? Not necessarily battle rap wise, like when they're battling and they got like diss tracks and shit, but when it's all said and done, you're just like, look at my accolades, look at my trophies, look at my plaques on my wall, look at this. Like Drake is like trying to win, and other people are more concerned about like the legitimacy of their craft and how they'll be remembered and shit. But like you're not remembered if you don't have all these plaques, if you don't have all these accolades, if you don't have all these accomplishments. You see what I'm saying?
Mark, you got.
And it's just like
You're cooking
when you
with
look
some
at it,
grease.
Drake is doing this shit. Like he's strategically removing competition. He's just building this legacy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like this
Yeah,
shit is chess, not
facts.
checkers to him.
Yeah, facts.
Like when he said, like in Ometra, when he was like, he's like, Omerta.
Omerta.
It's Italian.
That's
I'm
bad.
ready.
That was
I'm ready.
better. That was
That's
better.
it, yeah. So
I'm ready.
yeah, so like
I'm ready.
he said, hey,
This dude's sick.
I plan to buy your most personal belongings when they're up for auction. Truth be
Facts.
told, I think about it often.
That's rich nigga shit.
The petty king.
That is, yeah, he is
the
the petty
overseer
king.
of many things.
Petty
Yeah.
king.
That was a bar for you though. So
Yeah.
like what I'm saying,
Fucking
he's
bad.
looking at this man. This
Is
ain't
that a
just,
ghostwriter or is that him? What do you think?
That's
That's
him.
Yes.
That's him.
This ain't. Hey man,
That's
Drake
this
cooking.
shit ain't-
That's
this
Drake
shit
I was
ain't
just
cooking.
like-
making sure he was on the same page.
This
He's
shit ain't
on
chess,
some
it's checkers,
bullshit.
bro.
I was making sure
He's
he's on the
playing.
same page.
Hey man, he's playing like Billboard hit contests.
No, he's playing longevity.
He's playing Monopoly. He's playing all this shit all at once.
He's playing the long game. For
I'm
sure.
not.
Mark, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm not mad at nothing that you just said.
I like that.
Nah.
So, what's your favorite Drake album of all time? That he's been out since 2008.
Yes.
All right, look, y'all. Look, It takes me back to a certain place. I'm coming back. It takes me back to a certain place. I just had to stretch my back. I'm 30, man.
Drake
I'm
is
in my
stressing.
30s.
Hey, Drake's stressing.
I know. I'm carrying this fucking pod, man. I'm trying to.
I gotta stretch my shit out.
I don't know. I don't know if it's if I think it's just the best of the best, or if it just brings me back to a certain place in my life that I find it to be the best.
Don't say thank me later.
And you can thank me now.
You would thank me later.
But I would.
I know.
Some people view it as a mixtape, but I say So Far Gone.
I know you was gonna say that.
So Far Gone was the one.
Okay.
That Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, man. But if anybody was to say, if you're reading this, it's too late, I'm not mad at that either.
That's my pick.
Because
That's
I'm not mad at
number
that.
one.
I'm not mad
It's
at that.
number one,
I'm not mad
bro.
at that.
It's number one.
Ain't no tell.
Hey, is it fair to say that her loss is his worst?
No tell.
I wouldn't say it's his worst.
No,
What
hell
would you-
no.
What would you say is worse than that?
I wouldn't say it's his
Scorpion?
worst.
Don't say Scorpion, because I feel like
No. I got my worst.
What is it?
Drake
Honestly, never mind. Wasn't for me.
album. I want to keep it.
It wasn't
I wanna
for
keep
me.
it counterclockwise for the
You
for the
got-
best album
you got
before we get into worse.
honestly, never mind.
Take Care
Story.
had Marvin's Room though. That was.
I'm gonna say
Take
her
Care-
loss
Take
is the
Care is
worst
up
one,
there.
man.
No.
All right.
I'm
Well,
I'm gonna say
what's your
CLB
favorite one?
probably.
If you're reading
not
this,
mad
it's too
at
late.
that either.
If you're reading this too late, is your
Yeah,
favorite?
That's my favorite
Or
Drake.
best Drake album. In
I'm
your-
gonna go
your
with
opinion?
CLB just off the top of my head. CLB is probably his worst album, in my opinion.
I'm not mad.
That's
at
my
that.
opinion.
I'm not mad at that.
All right,
I like that.
let's streamline this.
Yeah.
So best and worst. His best was So Far Gone. His
So Far
worst
Gone.
is CLB.
Mhm.
And then for you, his best album and his worst album.
His best album is If You're Reading This, It's Too Late. His worst album is Her Loss.
Okay. And you?
Yeah.
If you're reading this, it's too late. Number
That's-
one.
Best. Okay.
The worst.
Come on, man.
I'm
Come
not-
on.
Hold on, I gotta think. Bruh, hold on.
No, I'm not rushing you. I
Okay,
just
yeah,
I
I know.
have one
Hold
in my
on.
mind that I feel like nobody said yet.
Don't say views, motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Cause all that shit.
Man, come on, man. Time's ticking, man. If you had something in your head, just say it.
Nah, I have shit in my head for his worst album.
I don't know. No, I got. No. Go ahead.
Worst album. Come on, I feel like that's not that
You
hard.
can thank me now.
Drake's worst album.
Keeping the beam.
The one album you listened to, you was like, yeah, this one ain't it.
Views.
Okay.
His worst album
trash
is
take. Trash take.
Views.
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 Nah.
Yeah.
That had a,
I came back
Mine-
to that and found a gem that actually aged good.
There's a couple on there.
I went back to that just this
I
past week. I was
won't-
like, damn man, that's some good shit.
Okay, there's a couple on there. My best Drake album is Take Care. My
Okay,
worst
I ain't mad at that.
is Views.
was Views really that had that one that was like, whoa. Like
It
what
was
it?
just like
No, what was
God,
that?
It was like such like
No,
aimless.
No, I had that.
Especially
That
it's
was-
supposed to
that
be
was that Meek
views
Mill
from the
disc.
six.
Yeah.
That's what it was supposed
That was
to be
supposed to be
called.
That
like
had
the
Grammys.
Man, I'm looking this shit up.
I need a refresher. Yeah, nah, worse.
And I
That
turned
was
the
just
six
the one.
upside down. It's a 9 now.
Yeah,
That's that shit though.
I came back to it recently, and I was like, there was a couple ones when I was
Look
like,
what's on
that's not
essential
bad.
albums for Drake.
Yeah.
Essential.
Where we going from this?
Marcus is looking up the tracks and getting a refresher.
Come on, man. This is not the worst album.
This actually is.
Nah, that shit.
Put it up to the
Y'all
mic.
ain't had no.
Where we going?
Put it up to the mic.
Y'all
Hey,
didn't have no
Views-
team.
Views is his worst album.
Nah, you didn't have the team.
Views is. I take that back.
Nah, this that
think
shit
those
right here.
Nah.
Hey.
No.
My hand just changed. this
Bruh, you don't turn that shit off.
Josh Danson is on vacation.
Yeah,
And
you
he's
was-
like, oh,
That's the problem. He went to Mexico and then now he got reggae
Y'all,
vibes.
y'all down there East Street, it don't bop the same.
Okay.
Nah, you had a pina colada to this vacation and
Yeah.
you think it's dope.
Hey, look, this shit hit different out of the country now.
So we all know the greatness of Drake, but what about the misses that he's had over his career? You guys got anything on that?
I mean, Views.
Straight up views.
That whole album,
Yeah,
that whole
views.
album was a miss for me.
It was. Bro.
Your whole opinion.
I went back to it like in the last few days, and there's a couple songs. So I'm like, okay, this ain't bad. But like when I first listened to it, when it came out, I was just like, this ain't it. I was like, Drake just took a whole left step with this one, and like it wasn't what I it was like him on top of the fucking Toronto Tower and shit. And I was like, this is gonna be like Drake's album,
Yeah,
but it just wasn't that.
Epic shit.
It wasn't that for me.
Your eardrums are a miss. Your opinions are a miss.
What
Sorry.
you got, Josh?
His misses?
Yeah.
Look, man, I ain't trying to bail him out because he's been on top of the world forever, but you can't win them all. His misses was, and I know there was a lot of throwaways, but that whole, what was that? Was that not more life? That was fire.
More like
A care package.
It was.
Care package was a miss.
Yeah.
As a whole. Tootsie Slide was a complete disaster. I think that was the label. I think they saw what happened with the Kiki challenge shit, and it was like, do that shit again because we made a bunch of money off. I think that's what that was Kiki Part 2, in my opinion. That was a miss.
Yeah.
I think that Hotline Bling, it worked for what it was supposed to be.
It worked as a meme.
It worked. It worked as the label worked that, but as a music lover, that was a miss. As a music lover,
You say it's like it's his like genuine credentials.
Yeah,
Was that
yeah,
question on that?
yeah, it was like a
Because that's arguably his biggest song. Tootsie
No,
Slide. I mean, not Tootsie Slide.
Hotline
Hotline Bling is
No,
arguably his
That
biggest
shit-
song.
It's one of his biggest.
yeah. It wasn't.
billions of streams.
That's what I'm saying.
and all
It
that
worked. It worked for what it was supposed to work for.
Hold up.
It didn't work for the hip hop lover, and I don't think it was geared towards me. And that's cool. But there's a lot of misses, and a lot of them everybody wants to overlook it. There was a couple misses on Thank Me Later. There's a couple misses on what's the other shit?
Her loss.
There was a couple on Her Loss. In particular, there's not very many, but most of them fall on Scorpion. Most of his misses fall on
Yeah.
Scorpion,
I can see it.
and I think that has a lot to do with it. Wasn't that was a 2-disc album?
Trying
So
to put
if
out
you're
too
gonna
much shit.
Yeah, if you're gonna have more songs, you're gonna have more misses. You're gonna have more hits too. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but your chances
Can't
of
put out
finding a
a
miss.
26 song
Exactly.
project.
So you're
and,
saying
like,
his misses are basically trying to do quality or quantity over quality.
Yeah, in that sense. In
What
that
you-
sense.
said
beyond
that
cook,
backwards.
you cooking.
Go ahead
You cooking. What?
on his misses.
On his misses.
Mm-hmm.
Half of the Scorpion album was a miss.
I ain't
But
mad at that.
it was fucking so long.
It was
Bro,
too
like,
long. Yeah.
He tried to cater to two different crowds.
3
Like,
probably.
Yeah, what everybody wanted him to do. So, I fuck with that. And I don't fuck with it. And Her Loss, keep it a bean. I don't fuck with it.
Pussy and Millions is on Her Loss though.
Huh?
Pussy and Millions is on Her Loss.
So I don't fuck
That
that's
beat is
all
a
I
vibe.
don't- That's why I don't fuck with it.
Too Sexy was the only hit on that song, bro.
That's the wrong
What's
album
the
though.
disco
Hey,
album?
that's
That's the wrong album. That's
actually-
CLB.
Certified Lover Boy. You're right. My bad.
Yeah,
Shit. I'm tripping.
Certified Lover Boy, I don't even really fuck with.
Nah, it was.
There's a lot of misses
thought
on
Certi-
there.
I like maybe 4 or 5 tracks off that whole
Okay.
joint.
The hardest shit on there was that No Friends. That shit was hard.
No Friends, the joint with Jay-Z, Too Sexy. That shit bumps in the
I wasn't
club.
a big fan of the one with
Right.
Jay-Z.
Yeah,
I w-
no.
I love it.
It was
Maybe-
okay.
Maybe it's.
I wasn't
the
mad
vibe.
at it, but it was.
I'm not really judging it just off the lyrics and shit.
You
but
could
it's
tell
just
that it
like
was in 2 different
the
studios.
Beat, how it came in with the Biggie samples, like next time on or
Yeah.
on the next episode or Ready to Die. Like, that shit was hard as fuck.
I like that.
Um,
I thought I was gonna take it
yeah,
somewhere
about
else.
4 or 5 tracks on that whole album I fuck with, like, and I still come back to this
Mm.
day.
I would basically say the only misses to me would be anything he does with 21 Savage, in my opinion. I feel like everything. Look,
Well, damn,
I'll be
just
dead
that
ass. I'll
one
be dead
album.
ass.
Damn, everything.
I
Jimmy
feel
Cooks?
like
Jimmy
That
Cooks
shit's
is
hard as
the one.
fuck.
it is dope.
Just a
I
way
got a
of
hot
shaking.
take.
But what I'm saying is like that. I feel like that's the worst formula for a song that he has developed as an artist.
It might
Is
not
the
even be.
21 Savage Drake collaborations are the worst formula that he has so far. The songs where he sings to the girls and it's all like interpersonal and shit.
Yeah.
He has albums of that. That's a hit.
I
The
just
future,
don't-
the
The
future
Marvin's
shit.
Room
he
type
should've-
shit.
Yeah.
He should have
The
did it
future
with
shit.
like. He should have did with like Future.
The future shit was
Yeah.
a hit.
Yeah,
Right.
he should have
Right?
did it with Future.
I could go the rest of my life
when
without.
he
Or
goes
he
to
should have did
bars,
it with like
let me
Thug.
cook, let me
If
cook,
Thug-
let me
if
cook.
Thug
You're
was
saying
out-
it.
if
when
Thug was out.
he does the bars, like when he's just like bars, that shit's a hit. Like that shows his whatever. Like
Yeah.
and even the corny shit that we say,
I
like the
agree.
industry
I kinda
corny
agree
shit,
with this.
like the
The
Tootsie
Hotline
Slide,
Bling
Hotline
shit.
Bling, all shit. Those are his biggest songs. That's probably what he made the most money off of. That's a fucking
Facts.
hit.
I don't even.
Facts.
The worst formula
Facts.
that he has going for him is this 21 Savage bullshit, and that's why Her Loss is the worst album that he's had so far, in my opinion. Because all the other shit, like all that stuff that we ain't even hearing that's for overseas, like he's putting up numbers with it. It's not for us. It works. It's not a miss. But the 21 Savage shit, bro, because it was saying does Drake need 21 or does 21 need Drake? It's a very tough argument, and I think
do
it's just
too.
because it's just weak.
Actually, if you listen to that album, 21's like not on a lot of it.
I took
saying,
that as a Drake featuring 21 album.
Bro,
Basically.
21's dope.
Basically,
Like
yeah.
21's dope.
21's
in his
dope in his own-
in his
yeah, yeah.
own right. He's dope, but he doesn't. I don't think he mixes with Drake well.
I tell
Like-
you who don't mix with Drake well, and
what
it's
it-
fucking Future. I can go the rest of my life without hearing another fucking Drake and Future collab.
No.
Honestly.
They're
Really,
hot.
you like that? I got some
Hot.
really big. You talking
What
teams?
a time to be
Are
alive.
we talking teams?
Which
Hey,
one's better?
what's No, 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 no,
no,
Which
no, no,
one's
no.
better?
You calling
Hey,
me?
Teams,
Which album- which
Teams,
album- which
Teams
album's
is better
better?
than any. That song
Which
was a
album?
fucking hit.
No, hold
Which
on.
al-
Which
what?
album is better?
Her
What
loss.
a time to be alive or Her Loss?
Her loss.
What time-
Her
no.
loss.
Oh.
Her loss.
Her Loss is better
It's
than
not
Her
even
Loss.
close. Not even
no,
close.
No.
What a
What
time.
time to be alive?
To be
That's
alive.
way harder. than-
You
way
and
harder.
yours?
Yeah.
What's me and mine?
Fact.
We talking teams?
Even that last song they dropped.
Lyrical. Oh man, I need a rap genius.
Bro,
Fuck out of here, man. With
working
that
on the
bullshit.
weekend like
Bro,
usual.
you're hating, bro.
Are we talking
You're
teams?
fucking hating. You're literally hating.
What's switch
right now.
sides? You come me.
Jumpman.
I know. Come on, man.
Hey,
That shit was
Jumpman was a good
ass.
That shit was fire, bro.
Shit was
Fuck
ass.
out of here.
Are you serious?
That shit was
What
hard.
you need?
Ass.
What you need? Content?
No, I need something more than the same one word 5 times in a row.
Oh, so you need some 21, huh? You need some 21 Savage?
Cuz.
Nah. Is that what, that's what you need?
Her Loss is better than What a Time
I need
to
21 to come do something for
Her
him.
Loss is better than What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah, by a lot.
We'll
By a lot.
leave that alone.
By a fucking
Let's just
mile.
leave that
That's-
alone. And
hey.
please hit the chat.
Hit the
Or,
chat. What you
hit
think?
the fucking comment section and tell this motherfucker
Yes.
he's wrong. Somebody.
Yes.
Fuck.
Can't do it, man.
What's better?
Can't do
Come
it.
on, man. That's
Drake
crazy.
and Future versus Drake and 21. Who y'all got?
Who's a better collab? Drake.
What's a better
Drake
collab?
and Future or Drake and 21, man?
All right, man.
The worst thing that he ever had, the worst thing that ever happened to him was at 21. Can you do something for me? That hit him harder. Than
That
anything.
was dumb.
That was. But hold on.
Drake's
Every
the
time,
type-
hold
Drake's
on
the
though.
type this,
That's the meme of the
whatever
album.
is
That's
little-
that's
like,
the
come on.
that's the meme of the album. If y'all noticed, ever since 2013, when Drake drops an album, there's a meme. He dropped 2013, nothing was the same. Everybody's head was in the clouds. They had Homer Simpson's head in the clouds and shit. And then views dropped, and niggas putting dumb shit on top of that fucking tower. That was the meme there. I'm telling you, every time he drops an album, there's some kind of fucking meme that goes along with it. man.
But it was never really questioning him the same way that the 21
I'm not saying
can
I
do
like
something.
it or anything
Can
like that. But I think there's a
Can
theme.
I throw something out there?
Yes,
What's up?
let's hear it.
What up, Slime?
Top 3 Drake albums. Y'all got them?
Top 3?
Yeah.
In order. I want them in order.
Yeah, I was just about to
In
say.
I
order?
want them in
You
order.
want me to start?
Okay.
Kick us off,
you
son.
start. In order. Best to
Best
worst or worst for best?
No, worst to best.
Just-
Worst to
just
best.
put
Go
them
ahead.
in
Worst.
order.
Worst to best?
Go.
Take Care.
Worst.
Worst.
That's not the worst.
It's
but
not the worst. It's my
yeah,
number
yeah,
3.
yeah. That was bad phrasing.
Yeah, it's my number 3.
My bad. That was bad.
Nothing was the same, number 2. Nothing was the same, goddamn.
That
And
was
then,
fine.
if you're reading this, it's too late. It's my number 1.
Started from the bottom. Now we here.
I'm gonna give you,
What
I'm
you got?
gonna give you a refresher.
Nah, don't.
What you got, man?
Nah, look.
Come on,
Damn,
dude.
okay, I'm coming off top, bro. This shit
right here.
I'm off top.
Yeah, this freestyle right here. I'm gonna say from worst to not worst to best. I'll say that again.
I forgot
But
about that album.
It's
Least.
worse. It's worse than least.
Yeah. from bottom to top, I'll say that.
That shit was
At least 3 to.
Ooh, I'm gonna say goddamn.
Which one?
If you're reading this, no.
Nothing was.
No. Let me start that over. Nothing was the same.
It's your top 3.
Start from the bottom to the top. Start from the
God, say
we
3,
start
then
from-
say 2, then
Bruh,
say 1.
shut the fuck up. Starting from the bottom, now we here.
Hey, look, he's trying to use a Drake line to remember what the fuck.
Start from the bottom, now we here.
Take care.
Nothing was the same.
You're a sick dude, man. You're a sick motherfucker. He using a Drake line to break Drake albums,
Yeah,
man.
Fucking. If you're reading this, it's too late. Number 2. Take care. Number 1.
All right.
From the bottom to the top.
I'm going to say Nothing Was the Same, What a Time to Be Alive. If you're reading this, it's too late. From 3rd to 1.
All right, I'm gonna.
Mark, they ain't heard none of them motherfuckers.
I just like the newer shit, man.
Nothing was the same. 3. If you're reading this, it's too late. 2. So far gone. 1.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right.
I'd say-
Can we get off Drake's dick for a minute?
Yeah, let's get off.
All right.
Hey, we gave the
Bruh.
man his flowers.
Yeah.
Hey, if
Even
he,
after all that
if he
hate
truly
that
is,
shit applied,
yeah.
though.
I hate on Drake because y'all love him so fucking much.
Man, fuck out
Yo,
of here,
hate
man.
him, man.
Fuck
We
y'all,
just
man.
recognize the
Because
greatness,
y'all, man, y'all talk shit about Kendrick.
Maybe you love him, but he faded black.
But off the camera, y'all be like, man, Kendrick kind of dope. So let's keep it a bean.
Hey, he'd have all his friends if he wasn't on some
Drake.
conscious shit.
Thank you for all the great music you've given us
Man, shut
for the
up.
past 13 years.
That's another episode of
Don't
Let
clap
You
your
Tell
hands
It.
at me, nigga.
Let You Tell It.
He would
All
have
right,
all of his fans.
The other one,
That's
let
it,
you
that's
tell
it,
it.
That's it.
He
You
would
ain't
have all
stop
of
it.
his fans
got
if he
it.
stayed on some conscious shit, man. That's a bar, wasn't it? Who was that to? You think?
Damon wants to be like,
That's why we're still recording.